the Rebbe explained that the Medrash says that the Para Aduma Tamima refers to the various different golas. Para is Mitzrayim, Aduma is Bavel, Tamima is Madai, and so on. So the Alter Rebbe was explaining that the 3 Yom Tov, Pesach, Shavuos, and Sukkot correspond with the 3 Midas Chesed, Gvura, Teferes. And he started Avram, Yitzchak, and Yaakov. So he says that what's the in a Pesach that Hashem jumped over when Hashem knows he doesn't have to jump over. He knows exactly what's going on. So he's explaining that a Jew has to connect their thought, speech, and action to the thought, speech, and action of Hashem. Okay, that everything is bottled. And he says, and because of that, our birdie is Baruch B'chol HaTorah Sheba'al Peh. Okay, these few lines we learned. Hashem in Torah Sheba'al Peh is called Kodesh Baruch Hu. What does Kodesh Baruch Hu mean? Kodesh is moved, completely removed from the world, which is saved of Kol Almin. In the world is only Dibur, is only the speech, Vayomer Elokim, that created the world. And with this emunah that Hashem created the world, we learned, it says in Halacha, that Shabbos is Yesod HaEmunah. Shabbos is the foundation of belief. Why? Because what's the foundation of belief? That Hashem made the world. That's the concept of Shabbos. He made the world in 6 days, rested on the 7th. So this level is Amunah, and through having Amunah, he removes himself from all the hefkedas, the free-for-all. Shemavked atzmei b'mamein v'shar dvarim v'hainu b'loi tam v'das. How does a person serve Hashem? He doesn't, when it comes to Yiddishkeit, he doesn't think about money, he doesn't think about anything else. It's without logic. Yavar alayma, whatever happens, he's going to do it. Like Mesiras Nefesh means azay nit anders. This is the way it's going to be, and it's not any different. And that next page, that's when it says b'chol nafshcha. We say b'chol nafshcha beis pa'am and b'chol yom ba'beker va'erev. And like Chazal say, what does it mean? B'chol levavcha, the Gemara says, means with your 2 yetzes. B'chol nafshecha, or b'chol nefesh, even if they're Mesiras Nefesh. B'chol nafsh, Jew is ready for that. But actually, there is behemis, that it should not verbally said, yeah, I give up my life for Hashem. Actually doing it, Mesiras Nefesh. What's the Eitzah? To have this connection with Hashem, that connect ourselves with Hashem. Hashem Echad. Then you come to V'yahavta b'chol levav b'chol nafshecha b'chol meidach. But what is the level of Echad? Machshava, Dibur, and Ma'isa now. That our Machshava, our Dibur, our actions are connected to Hashem's thought, speech, and action. And that's the whole concept of tshuva. What is the level of tshuva? Binding our mind and heart to Hashem. Now, a Jew can observe Torah mitzvahs, but it's external. It means it's not him. It's not her. I do it, yeah, but it's not really me. You know, you can do something, but I'm not into it. I'll do it. Habit, you know, you put on tefillin, you daven, you do this or that, keep Shabbos. It's not me. I'd rather be doing something else. I'd rather be playing golf, or whatever. Which I don't understand how a person wants to do that, but anyway. So he says, what is the Eitzah? And this is the level of tshuva. What does tshuva mean? You return. The definition of return, if I go from here to New York, I didn't return to New York. If I live in New York and I came to California and I want to return home, so then I'm returning. In other words, the definition of returning means this is where I really am. I live in Los Angeles, I'm in Los Angeles. I go to who knows where, China. So that's not where I am. I am here. And that's the whole concept of tshuva. Tshuva, that the Rebbe is explaining, is I'm binding myself, returning. I'm returning home. In other words, as the Rebbe explained countless times, when you speak to another Jew about Yiddishkeit, it's not like the Rebbe explained that he didn't like the expression in the Kiruv world. It's called, I do Kiruv Rechokim. I bring the distant people closer. Yes. The Rebbe didn't like that expression. Why? The Rebbe's opinion was a Jew is never far. He just has to return home. But he's home. I mean, he just has to openly come back home. And he says, V'zel tshuva ki Gemara. Tshuva ba'esim. The Gemara says, what's the real level? The Gemara says in Yuma, what's the real level of tshuva? The Gemara's example is the same woman, the same place, the same power in it, and you still don't commit the sin. Commercial cost, like it says, you should seek out from there. Right? The pasuk says in Parshas Eschanan, you will seek out from there Hashem. You'll seek out Hashem. Misham. What does Sham mean? There's Po or Poi here, and there's Sham. Sham means away. That represents Klipa. Klipa is Sham. Kedusha is Zeh. Poi. So what does it mean? Bikashti Misham es Hashem alakecha. Hashem is in Golus. There's no base of Mikdash. Hashem is in Golus. Shchinta beGolusa. The Shchin is in Golus. So where is the Shechina? In the level of Klipa. Golus. What does Golus mean? A place where Lukus can't be revealed. That's the level of Sham. Umatzasa, the Torah says, if you seek for real, you'll guide to Matzasa. You seek, you're going to find. If somebody says, you'll guide to V'loi Matzasi, I'll tell him. If I made an effort and I didn't find it, don't believe him. If you say I didn't make an effort and I found him, also don't believe it. Because then it's not real. Your guide to Matzasi, I made an effort, and then you find it, that's Matzasi, and Rebbe says even more. The expression in the Gemara is, your guide to Matzasi. Matzasi means I found. By Yidden there's an expression, I got a Metzia. A Metzia literally means a lost article in the street. That's what the word Metzia is. The Torah says you found something in the street. It's a lost article. But Metzia also, why is a Metzia called a lost article? Because Metzia really means something you didn't expect to find. I mean, normal people don't walk in the streets looking for lost articles. I mean, you happen to come upon one, you find it, but you don't. So, there's a concept called a Metzia, or women like this. They don't need it, but they buy it, it's a Metzia. Well, half price, I don't need it, it doesn't matter. It's a Metzia. A Yid, Jew loves, bargains. You find a Metzia. So what does a Metzia mean? The Rebbe explains, it's a Metzia is something you didn't even anticipate. It's much more than you even anticipated. When Chazal say, Yogaito Matzasa, Yogaito Matzasa, the Rebbe said, when you make an effort, you're going to get a Metzia. You're going to get more than you even thought that you're going to get. Through Aveda. And that's the expression of the pasuk. Ubikashta misham es Hashem elokecha umatzasa. You're going to find a level of elokus because it's a higher avoida, right? It's avoida of golus, darkness. It's a more difficult avoida to do. Then you're going to get elokus in a level of mitzia. And he says, Avshu rochik ma'id, even though l'chayr Sham is very far away. But nevertheless, she eating eight to late to misham. You give an eight to how to get away from there. Well, this kasha l'mayla mamish and to connect back to Hashem, and you won't have to go level to level. It's going to be Hashem is bar medalig alahodim. In other words, like this, tshuva, which is this returning concept. How long does it take to do tshuva? A guy sinned their whole life. Yeah, the Gemara says, Tshuva, Zohar says, B'shaita choda or b'rika choda. In one rega, in 1 second, you do tshuva.
Why you say sometimes tshuva is like you have to do much harder or whatever?
Because tshuva, you have to keep going. You did tshuva today, tomorrow you got to do more tshuva, more returning. Because Hashem is infinite. As much as you go, you got to keep going. It's not that, okay, I reached the goal. The goal is after 120 years. You know, when we go, then we officially reach the goal. But he says, Ubikashta misham means that's the level of diluk. That's the level of jumping. Tshuva is the level of diluk. And what does it mean? The Medrash says za'aves. Umakape talagoy is jumping over the hills. That's chokhmah tfunanim semedaligo lemayla me'aseichel. You jump higher than seichel, shalei b'derech ilavot, not in the way of cause and effect. So the Rebbe is all. This is all an explanation so far, basically a Pesach, of the level of Ava, the level of Dilug, and which is a level of Tshuva. Tshuva, you jump from one level to an infinitely higher, and therefore Tshuva takes a second. Because it's above time and place. And therefore it explains also, like we learned in the Gersa Tshuva. How can Tshuva today help for yesterday, for a year ago? That's in the history book. It's done. It's done. You can't cry over spilled milk. How can Tshuva today undo yesterday? The answer is because Tshuva is a mitzvah. Tshuva is dilug. Tshuva is above time and place. If Tshuva is above time and place, then there is no time and place. Today is not today, tomorrow is not tomorrow, yesterday is not yesterday. That's the level of Tshuva. So therefore, why is it above Seichel? Because like we say in Asher, L'Gdula say Ein Cheker. There's no end to Hashem's, there's no seeking Hashem's greatness. L'Svunah say Ein Mizbar. See, the question is, how can we bring this level of Elokus, infinite level of Elokus, Aleinu, on us, which is Eilam HaShofel in the low world? Ela Pirish Curl, what did he call it? Curl Deidi? He needs a Medalig Aloharim. What does that mean? Hamshacha o Medalig Aloharim Kinis Kilel, which is Lamaila Me'as Seichel, above Seichel. And he says like this, Lahari Seisanu, why does Hashem jump? Like he asked the question before, why does Hashem have to have Pesach, jumping, Passover? Hashem knows where to go. Because this is the Avodah Hashem's teaching us what we need to do. We need to jump from level to level of Kedusha. That's the level of Tshuva. It's not a gradual going. It's a jumping going. That's the concept of Yetzias Mitzrayim. Going out of limitations. Not in a gradual way, but like it says in the Chumash, Ki varacha am, they ran away. They have to run away from Klippa, not gradually go away from Klippa. Yeah. When Mashiach comes, it says, Lei b'chuppah and teitzein. Why? Because in Mitzrayim, before Matan Torah, before Avodah, they were still connected to evil. Therefore, a person, let's say, is addicted to something, drugs, alcohol, whatever it may be, and you want smoking, and you want to get away from it, you have to be an extremist. You can't even be in a room where people are smoking or whatever, drinking. Why? Because you're still connected to it. A person has absolutely no connection to it, no interest in it, no desire to do it. They don't have to be an extremist. They don't have to be an extremist. Why? So lost of love, because before Mashiach comes, it says, you're not going to run out of Golos. Why? Because through the Avodah of Golos, we find the world to such an extent when Mashiach comes, we're not connected to evil anymore. You don't have to run away from it. But now, when we're Bikashta Misham in the Avodah of Golos then we need to jump out of it. You can't go gradual. Gradually you have to be what's called in English cold turkey. You got to do it. I don't know how the expression comes cold turkey, but anyway, got to figure one out. But you stop instantaneously and you stay away from it to the extreme. Okay. Then why is Hashem teaching us that we should do this also? Get up. What do you mean? Hashem says to me, not to us. Get up and wake up, so to speak, smell the coffee. Because Hashem is talking to every single Jew. The world was created, like the Mishnah says in Sanhedrin, Hashem didn't create one mountain and one animal. He created tons of animals. Adam Rishon he created Nichidi. And then he created Chava. So Gemara says, Lama Nivra Adam Nichidi. The world was created for me. So it doesn't mean like people think, it's me, all about me. It means everything I do affects the entire world. So when Hashem speaks in Torah, Kumi, what's the pasuk say? Li, Kumi va'amar li. Hashem says to me, not lonu. Lonu means collectively. This is one of the reasons also it says, why did Hashem say Anei Hashem Elokecha singular? When you say by Matan Torah, Ani Hashem Elokechem, like in Shema or whatever. So Rashi quotes because Hashem gave a loophole to Moshe Rabbeinu that when the Jews sinned in the ego, so Moshe Rabbeinu said to God, what do you want from them? You told me, Anei Hashem Elokecha, you're speaking to me, singular. You didn't tell them. But other Sfarim say, most of the Sfarim, Tziddish Sfarim say, because you can imagine, somebody tells a room of Jews to do something. So everybody says, it doesn't mean me, it means the next guy. It means unless it's getting money or food or something like that. To do that, give him a mission. It doesn't mean me, it means somebody else. Like the Rabbi would speak to a room of thousands of people, do something, okay, it means somebody else, it doesn't mean me. So there's Anei Hashem Elokech, Hashem said, I'm speaking to you, and you, and you, and you. Hashem says, I'm speaking to every single Jew. Don't tell me I mean somebody else. I mean you. Hashem Elokech, it's you, I mean you. And the same thing the pasuk says, V'amar li kumi li daika. L'chein kumi lo pirsh b'zehu kaima shalach. This is your kaima, your stature, your standing up, and so on. Okay, let's stop here.